In the heart of Texas, a revolutionary vision is quietly taking shape. The mastermind behind this ambitious project is none other than Julian Price, a technology magnate who, like a modern-day pioneer, has sought to turn his innovative ideas into tangible reality. Unlike many other high-profile entrepreneurs who build their empires with traditional corporate strategies, often through acquisitions, mergers, or high-stakes market battles, Price's vision for this new city is one that offers something the world has never seen before. To some, it might seem like a utopia, a place where the boundaries of technology, sustainability, and lifestyle harmonize. But to others, this vision could evoke feelings of unease, stirring up debates over privacy, control, and the very nature of progress. Regardless of how it is viewed, Julian Price's dream for this city is a bold one, aiming to redefine not only how we live but also how we envision the future. The idea truly took form in the spring of 2020, when the global pandemic forced many businesses to shut their doors and, in particular, disrupted the production lines of his company, Nexus Enterprises, in California. The state's strict regulations regarding COVID-19 led to the temporary closure of Nexus Silicon Valley manufacturing facilities. Unlike many of his peers, however, Price was not willing to accept this fate. Refusing to comply with California's mandates, he made a controversial decision that would reshape the future of his companies. This refusal was not just an act of defiance. It was a crucial moment, marking a significant shift in his thinking about the direction of his companies and his own future. Nexus had been at the forefront of innovation, pioneering the development of electric vehicles, solar technology, and artificial intelligence. Yet, as the pandemic put the brakes on much of the world, it became clear that there were new challenges ahead, ones that would demand more than just technical expertise. They would require bold, visionary leadership. Price's decision to relocate Nexus headquarters and future projects to Texas sent shockwaves through the business world. The announcement, made public through a series of social media posts in May 2020, was as unexpected as it was strategic. "Enough is enough," Price wrote, venting his frustrations with California's leadership. "Nexus will relocate immediately. We are moving to Texas, where opportunity still thrives." For many, this was a shock. Price, who had come to symbolize Silicon Valley's meteoric rise, was now setting his sights on an entirely new chapter in the Lone Star State. His decision was driven by several factors: more open space, lower taxes, fewer regulatory hurdles, and a growing sense that the Silicon Valley that had once been so attractive was no longer the right environment for the kind of disruptive work he envisioned. As much as it was an impulsive move, the relocation was also deeply calculated. Texas offered expansive land, ideal for the large-scale operations of Nexus' future projects, including the production of electric cars, renewable energy systems, and the artificial intelligence infrastructure Price sought to develop. The state's more business-friendly environment was a significant attraction, providing an opportunity for Price to expand without the constraints that were beginning to choke the innovation ecosystem in California. By moving operations to Texas, Price was not only securing the future of his companies, he was also positioning himself to be a central figure in a new wave of technological development. His bold move was the beginning of something far larger, an entire network of interconnected companies that would span multiple industries and reshape the very fabric of the region. By October 2021, Price had made it official. At a shareholder meeting held at the newly constructed Nexus manufacturing facility just outside of Austin, he announced the permanent relocation of Nexus headquarters from Silicon Valley to Texas. The shift to Texas wasn't just about moving a business. Price envisioned an entire ecosystem where his companies would thrive. The first to relocate was Nexus itself, but it was far from the last. Just a few months later, another one of his ventures, the hypertech company, announced it too would make the move, setting up shop in the small but growing suburb of Bastrop, Texas, located just east of the Nexus manufacturing facility. Bastrop, once known for its cow fields and sprawling farmland, was quickly becoming the center of innovation, with vast parcels of land transforming into state-of-the-art research and development hubs. Hypertech, originally born in the garages of Silicon Valley, had outgrown its space and needed a larger footprint to accommodate its rapidly expanding business. It wasn't just about office buildings and production lines. Hypertech was at the forefront of developing cutting-edge technology like high-speed transportation systems, including a proposed high-speed tunnel system that would eventually revolutionize urban mobility. The Bastrop area provided the ideal environment for these kinds of large-scale, complex operations, with plenty of space to dig tunnels and experiment with new modes of transport. But even more intriguing than the company's cutting-edge technology was the city Price envisioned, a project that would be known as Celestia. Celestia, located just outside Bastrop, was designed to be a living, breathing example of the future Price was working to build. Reports leaked to the press hinted at what Celestia might become: a modern, futuristic city, complete with 120 homes, community spaces, sports facilities, and self-sustaining energy systems. The city would be designed with the input of Price himself, as well as his partners, including his former collaborator on other projects, Aidan Roberts, and architect Phoebe Wong. What made Celestia particularly unique was its commitment to sustainable living, cutting-edge technology, and a design philosophy that aimed to merge nature with innovation. Though the city's current layout was still in its early stages, it was evident that Celestia was not just a development. It was a bold, living experiment in urban design and technological progress. The project also included a central hub called the Nexus Market, a small community center that would eventually grow into the beating heart of Celestia, providing residents with essential services, from grocery stores to entertainment. Just across the way from the Nexus Market was another of Price's ventures, an enormous warehouse dedicated to manufacturing advanced satellite technology, which would provide high-speed internet services to remote areas, ensuring that even the most isolated parts of the city had access to the future. The connection between Celestia and Price's other ventures, such as his rocket company, Skirich Aerospace, was also evident. Since 2016, Price had been quietly expanding Skirich's operations in Texas, with an eye toward developing cutting-edge space technologies. His headquarters, located in a remote area of the state, had already been home to the successful launch of several prototypes. Skirich's mission was to make space travel more accessible, and Price's vision for the company involved a robust network of spacecraft capable of reaching new frontiers. By 2023, the company had completed multiple successful test flights, marking the beginning of what Price described as a new era of exploration. These developments underscored the scale of Price's ambitions and his commitment to Texas as the new hub for his technological empire. Yet the shift from California to Texas was not just about business for Price. It was also a personal transformation. He had long been a vocal critic of California's policies, particularly the taxes and regulations that made it difficult for businesses to thrive. But beyond the practicalities, Price's growing dissatisfaction with the political climate, particularly with Governor Noah Ford's handling of local issues, such as crime and homelessness, also played a role in his decision. By moving to Texas, Price wasn't just pursuing financial benefits, he was seeking a new beginning, one that aligned with his vision for the future. Interestingly, none of Price's companies were actually located in the heart of Austin. Instead, they were situated on the outskirts of the city, where space was more readily available and costs were lower. This decentralized approach was reflected in the nature of the businesses themselves. Skirich Aerospace, for example, required proximity to remote launch sites, while Hypertech needed ample room for its innovative transport systems. Even Nexus, despite its massive headquarters, was positioned just outside the city. Price's decision to operate on the outskirts was indicative of a new approach to innovation, one that focused on space, freedom, and flexibility. Another major development came in late 2023 when Price announced plans for a new data center in Bastrop to support his ambitious AI project, Genesis AI. This new initiative aimed to create an artificial intelligence system capable of unraveling the deepest mysteries of the universe, from quantum physics to human consciousness. To achieve this, Price had already invested in the world's largest AI data center, located in Memphis, Tennessee. But Genesis AI required more computational power, and Bastrop was the perfect location for its next phase. As the infrastructure was being built, it became clear that Bastrop was quickly becoming the center of Price's technological universe, a place where innovation and ambition intersected. The relocation of Price's companies to Texas was more than just a move for business. It was a profound shift in how the future was being imagined. California had once been the epicenter of innovation, but the rising costs and political challenges had made it increasingly difficult to remain at the cutting edge. In Texas, Price found a new opportunity, one where growth, innovation, and sustainability could all flourish in harmony. And while his companies were already making waves in the state, it was clear that the journey was just beginning. With plans to expand further, Price's vision for Texas was one of unprecedented scale and ambition, an endeavor that was set to change not only the region but the world. As these projects unfold, one thing is certain: the future is being built in the heart of Texas.